Okay, well, follow-up. Hopefully it'll be a shorter video than the previous one. Today is Saturday, um, April 16th, 2022. Uh, just got home from work a little bit ago. And today, well, this morning before I went to work, I was kind of lay there, quasi limbo conscious. And was just thinking about the thoughts I had, was thinking about last night. And it's like I really just don't have enough information to make an informed decision. And without feeling like I am, if I jump on it and then decide to go ahead and do it, and then it turns out I'm just overwhelmed, I can't do it. I think, it's like it just feels like too much. It's like I might want to believe that I can do whatever it is, but if it's just too much, it's just too much. It's outside my capacity for what I can, what I want to do. So not whether I can do it, but whether I want to do it. And so today, as part of my monologue, I talked to a few people about a few things, asked a few questions, got a few additional perspectives from people that are unbiased. They care, and it does affect them, but they mostly want to see me not jump into something that I might not be, okay with. And I'm not really seeking to be okay with, because the main thing is that it would require a great investment of time. I would be in more of a supervisory role, and have people underneath me, and part of my job would be monitoring and making sure other people were doing what they're supposed to be doing, and also the work routinely requires people to work longer hours than what they're on schedule for. So people working 10, 11, 12-hour shifts is common, just because you're scheduled for it. And it's like no one can be forced to stay longer than their shift, but it is commonplace that people do. And I'm guessing, from that culture of it, that people that don't, it's like I'd feel obliged to do what other people are doing or something. I don't know. But then just beyond that, it just would feel to me, and the impression I got from a few people, that yeah, I'd be alone in it. I would be just on top of it, and stuff goes wrong, or it's like, or other people make mistakes. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't really have to explain it to myself. I already know. And I talked with a few people and got backup, and I made my position known and my concerns, and and I also found out that they have approached other avenues. They didn't just approach me and then were waiting. No, good. They approached other people and other, to see if anybody else was interested too. So it's like, good, good, good. If there's another candidate, go with them, because I really just am unqualified to just take it over. I have experience, but I don't know how that particular job, I don't know what the flow is, and the rhythm, and the things that go wrong. And it turns out that there is another guy that's kind of the co-lead, but according to the guy that's leaving, he's basically useless, and I would be by myself. So even though he's supposed to share the job, the other guys just gets paid the same, but doesn't really help out with the other, you know, job details. And it's like, that sounds to me like something I just don't want to deal with. And I don't have to. I like my job and um, I like what I'm doing right now. And I wouldn't have had this problem or concern or opportunity or whatever you want to call it. These are good problems to have. And I wouldn't have been bothered. You know, it's like I don't I don't have a problem with the job that I currently do. I have a problem with some of the people I'm surrounded by from time to time. But even that, no matter what the job is or where it is, that's always going to be the case. Can't I'm never going to be escape from all the people that I just don't get along with or don't like for whatever reason. You know, as long as I'm being okay with me, because I take me everywhere I go. You know, so it's like I got to be okay with me first, basically. And so, and then being nice and polite or cordial at the bare minimum, when I can afford emotional sanity. So, anyway, I feel good about it. And there's still a chance, there's still wiggle room where, because I did say that I would be interested in cross training. Like if they wanted somebody to fill in or help out or something, it would be beneficial for me to learn exactly what they do and how they do it. But because I would be interested in that. But as far as like me taking over the job as the lead, they would need to make significant accommodations, concessions, and concede that it's like I'm not going to be the sort that works, you know, 6 or 7, 10-hour days a week. I'm not married to the job. I don't want work to be take up all of my energy and be a stress factor and a worry and constantly be on call where I feel like I have to be available at all times for text or phone in case there's questions or problems or scheduling things from other people that are, you know, it's like I don't even want to begin to worry about all that. So all I have to do is just not take the job. Okay. And in my current, you know, crew that I work alongside of seem more than happy that I'll just be sticking around doing what I currently do. Because all of a sudden, if I just left, that you know, that impacts their lives, and so in foreseen and unforeseen fashions. So it's nice to be valued, and so it is an opportunity, but I'm just not the sort. I mean, you know, anyway, I have a whole thing about that, but I don't want to get into it. But I do feel good. I feel confident that it is the right decision. Sure, the money would be nice or whatever, but money, I'm just not interested. I'm more interested in, you know, having time to do other things. Work is not my life, and I'm not going to be betrothed to work. No vow, no pledge, no oath, no pact. No. I need my, I have my freedom to travel and my mobility. And I like that freedom. Well, I wouldn't feel guilty if all of a sudden I needed to just go. It's like my situation has changed and I need to go. So, and I'll be all right no matter what. Just, and they'll be all right too, even if or when I just need to go. I mean, they'll be fine. They got along fine without me before. They'll get along fine without me after. The world will still go around. So it's nice to be liked, though, and appreciated, all that stuff. Have some sort of impact. I don't know what that was. But I feel good. I feel good. I feel less freaked out and just so. I was starting to melt down a bit, go into a shutdown, and it's like, oh. Yeah. So yesterday, I don't know what the video was about, but I know I talked about this sort of stuff, and so I feel better now. And not taking the job, but being okay with letting them cross-train me if that's an option that they want to do. But I will not be pushed into it and then held accountable and held up to all these expectations, which I just, you don't know. And also, I was told, well, you're smart. I've been hearing that my entire life. Sure does seem that way. But I'm only good at taking tests, memorizing patterns and facts and numbers. It does not mean I'm smart. And when it comes to the communication and coordination and talking and social dynamics, I am not smart. I don't even know if that's measured as on a smart scale or whatever. But anyway, but that's beside the point. And I guess in other news, there is a full moon out there. You just can't see it. It was really cloudy this morning, and supposedly it's out there right now. But I don't know where it is. So I don't know if I'll have any photos of it. I think it's supposed to be officially the full moon until like 2:30 this afternoon. So, and I'll be asleep. But I might catch it if it's still out and visible tomorrow or tonight, because I'll be back out going to work again. Then I'll see if I can catch some of it. But my crappy camera on my phone, which is a good camera, it's pretty decent as far as I'm concerned for what it, how old it is and stuff. And the operator still takes some good photos. But as far as the moon goes, it just registers. There's a bright light up there. So you could kind of have to use your imagination. But there's something bright up there. Yeah, so. Anyway. And I did, because I had been thinking about it for a while now. And I had wanted one, because I don't have any mirrors in this place. I have a bathroom mirror, which is about the size of this tablet. Well, it's a bit bigger than that, but still. Nothing. And that's what I'm limited to. I have no interaction except for mirrors at work in the bathroom or whatever. But so I bought a mirror, a long mirror that hangs on the back of the door. So it's like 4 feet long and a foot wide, and it's just hung on the back of this door here. And so I might do a spoken word piece standing, like one of my first ones. Those were standing back in the beginning of 2021 when I first started making these. So I might actually tonight, because I'm not doing it now, obviously I'm sitting down as normal, but I might do a standing piece tonight and see how that goes. It'll be dark, most likely, unless I do it in the evening, but we'll see. I am tired. I am pretty exhausted from being real in the world, and which sometimes I don't realize how difficult it is for me, because I just put up the show of it and pretend that I know what I'm doing and I'm okay with everything, because I've been doing it for so long that I almost don't know how not to. You know, letting myself not be okay. I don't know. It's like I'm okay not being okay, but I don't know how to let myself not be okay when I need to not be okay with things. It's like feeling detached. Entirely compartmentalized, or I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but so anyway, before this gets much longer, so I'm happy about the acquisition of a mirror, and I will be able to do some recordings against the wall that's over there, so that'll be interesting. And I'll have more mobility to move around and articulate, which is always fun for me. I don't know how that transfers. And one of these days I might actually get a backdrop for this wall or something. And who knows? Probably not. I'm pretty, it's like, yeah, this is for me. So I really need to go lay down and just, I don't need to go to sleep. I need to collapse. It was a triumph today. There was some defeat in acknowledging my own. It's like I want to say yes. I want to be the person that can do things and say yes and be able to. But then I just got the feeling that it was too much. And I have to recognize that. Because it happened before. And it didn't work out. And up in Wisconsin, that whole business up there, that was not supposed to be like that. And then it just became way too much. And I was, and that's how this is. It's like I would be responsible for way too much. And that's how Wisconsin was. That's not what I was told when I took the job. And then it changed slowly over time. And all of a sudden I was responsible for way more than I ever bargained for. And so I like my job here in Indiana the way it is, and I don't need to take on more responsibility. Um, yeah, I like being scheduled for a certain amount of time, and I'm leaving. That's it. No more. And money is okay. I make enough money. At least I think so. Enough to be able to do things. Not frivolous things, not silly things, not extravagant things, but enough things. There are enough things in the world. So, I think I've said everything I needed to say to let myself know that I am okay. Yeah. It was a good day. April 16th, 2022. Yes. Yes.